I'm seriously struggling to date in this generation.
As you get older, your priorities change. When I was younger, I used to date to marry. Like, seriously, like, not letting people waste my time just to marry. Now that I done got older, I have one simple thing I'm dating for, and that's the fuck.
Have you been on Tinder? Have you been on Tinder at the age of 56? Or am I 57? I can't remember. Anyways, it's not fun. Ladies, let me tell you, it is not fun. That's the thing I don't understand. My bio on Tinder says, I'd rather meet a man drunk in a bar the old-fashioned way. But I don't go to bars anymore, so here I am. Yet I still seem to attract these dudes that are like, I want to get to know your heart. Can we go for a walk in the park with my dog? Like, what the fuck? I know I'm 56, but really, I'm not at the age where I want to go for walks in the park with dogs. And I don't want to talk about love in the first 5 minutes of a chat on social media, online dating app. It's weird. It's really, really fucking weird. Because if they're not talking about love, they're talking about sex. Sex that they're never going to have. Because they probably haven't had it in the last 10 years. I mean, neither have I, but I'm just saying.
You know, it's wild how many times people have told women to find someone to marry while they're young, right?
Absolutely. I mean, if that's what they want, it's solid advice. But once they hit that age, it's like a game of musical chairs, only the music stops, and suddenly there's no one left.
Exactly. That pool of men they used to attract shrinks faster than their dating options at a singles event.
And yet, when you tell them this, they act like you just attacked their character. Newsflash, ladies, it's not an attack, it's called reality.
Right? There aren't many good men out there anymore. So what happens when they can't find one? They settle for a cat.
Meow. Because let's face it, cats don't judge, and they certainly don't run off when things get tough.
Plus, it's easier to feed a cat than to deal with a guy who expects you to be his partner.
I am sick and tired of all these Australian men still living with their parents. Like, is this a common thing, or is this just a me issue? Am I picking the wrong guys? Because, like, how am I supposed to be a stay-at-home wife when there is no home to stay at? That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, so I'm currently out for dinner with this guy. He's like 22, he's a plumber. You know, it's our first date. And we just finished our dinner, and he said he was going to the bathroom, and it's been like 20 minutes and he hasn't returned. And I still have to get the bill, but I don't think he's coming back. I think he actually bailed on me, and so I have to get the bill now. I just got home and I am absolutely fuming. This guy has literally bailed on me and I had to pick up the bill. It was over $200. That's not okay. He hasn't even messaged me or anything. He literally just disappeared, ghosted me. He's gone. Like, what?
No wonder so many women end up sharing their lives with furry friends instead of real men.
So ladies, if you're out there listening, maybe take that advice to heart before it's too late. Wow, finally. A man gets a free meal. But all jokes aside, what's going on here? Why would you run up a $200 bill on the first date?
Right? That guy must have felt like she was trying to take advantage of him. I mean, come on.
It's not just about the money. That kind of behavior speaks volumes about respect and consideration.
Exactly. On a first date, you're still getting to know each other. Common courtesy should definitely apply.
And let's be real, if she's racking up the bill like it's a competition, what does that say about her intentions?
It's like she's testing the waters, but what a red flag. A little bit of humility goes a long way.
I am seriously struggling to date in this generation. I don't know if it's a whole generational thing or if it's just the men in my city or the men in Australia. But I went on a date overseas and was absolutely floored by the fact that this man, when he came to pick me up, got out of his car and opened the car door for me to get into the passenger side. And then I sat with that for a little bit. How low are my fucking standards that excited me? That's really sad. I mean, he actually turned out to be a bit of a wanker anyway, but at least he opened the car door right. Baby steps.
Mark, let's see what people are talking about in the comments.
All right, Samuel, the first one is, personally as a man, I've learned the harder I try for someone, the more it pushes them away. Dating isn't worth it these days, to be honest. Next one is, you said everything, but you didn't say maybe it's me, start from there. Next one is, you said everything, but you didn't say maybe it's me, start from there.
The last one is, men have learned that being chivalrous doesn't mean much in the courting phase.
But that there's a point in time when society stops thinking that you're attractive or deeming you attractive, and therefore, like, you lose all of the worth and the value that and the privilege that came with being attractive.
Excuse me while I go on a rant for a second. There's this trend I'm seeing where 50 to 60, 70-year-old women are saying that they feel invisible. And I just want to say, I see you. I see you, and you are fucking beautiful. You are the embodiment of the life-giving, divine, feminine energy on this planet. And not a damn thing can diminish that shine. This is not the message we want to send to the youth. That there's this wall that you hit, and on the other side of that wall, you're invisible or you're not seen as attractive. Who came up with the standard of attractiveness anyway? Was it men? Have you seen men lately? The part of our species that put in 10% of the effort and get 1,000% in return? And is that standard of attractiveness is because they want to have sex with you? Really? That's the bottom line? Ladies, we need to stop. Our attractiveness, our worth does not come from whether or not somebody wants to have sex with us. We haven't cultivated all this strength and intelligence and energy for that. Let's normalize making vibration the standard of attractiveness. Exuding joy, freedom, enthusiasm, fun. Cultivating that vibration, showering it all over ourselves and exuding it out into the world. Attractiveness is a vibration. Do not buy into the paradigm that it is.
Well, let's get real here. Nobody invented this standard. It's just biology and reality.
Exactly, Samuel. Men are wired to be attracted to younger women. I mean, youth is often linked with fertility, beauty, and vitality.
It's not a criticism, folks, it's just how it is. But some women struggle to accept this reality, right?
Oh, definitely. It totally challenges the narrative they've been fed about aging gracefully.
As much as they don't want to hear it, women hit that wall around their 50s or 60s. It's just part of life.
Society might tell them they can still compete with younger women, but deep down, they know it's not true.
And instead of facing that harsh truth, they start convincing themselves that men should change their preferences.
Right? It's like saying, hey, why don't you like apples anymore? They're still apples.
I am a 50-year-old woman who is child-free by choice. And I want to talk to the younger women and let them know what I regret about my decision to not have children. And, this might be difficult for some of you to hear, but I want to be honest. So here are my regrets about not having children. None. There's none. It's fucking fantastic. It was a great decision for me.
Fellas, you ever hear women say, I am single by choice? It doesn't make any sense. Trust me, I know. By the end of this video, you'll know the truth behind women who say they're staying single by choice. So, the man she desires doesn't want her. She can't find men who earn enough for the lifestyle she wants while still having to work and pay significant bills. This woman is average at best, and the men she thinks she can get when she steps out with her BDL, lip injections, breast implants, excessively long lashes, Japanese cherry blossom body spray, everyday waist trainer, lace front, double chin, and French manicure only care to increase her body count. Be cautious of women who are self-improving. They will continue to bust it open. Once she's qualified for you, she'll have her preferred sex position, flowers, restaurants, deal breakers, and at least 10,000 followers. So, translation. I'm slutting till Mr. Right comes. See you on the next one.
Let's break this down. Single by choice really means I can't get the man I want.
Bingo. It's all about ego masking, folks. They're just hiding from the reality that they might not be attracting those high-value men anymore.
So, they lean into this idea of being single by choice. Why? Because it sounds better, right? It's like a comforting little blanket for their egos.
Exactly. That narrative allows them to sidestep the fact that the dating market has shifted. Those top-tier guys they once had on speed dial? Yeah, they might not be calling anymore.
And by claiming it's a choice, they're protecting themselves from that sting of rejection. Nobody wants to feel undesirable.
It's like playing hide and seek with reality. Instead of owning up to it, they avoid accountability and self-reflection.
And they hold on to that hope, thinking they could still attract their dream man if they just tried hard enough.
Okay, but if you think you can stomach another woman wearing your robe and your slippers, running your household and being good to your man in all the ways you know she can, you keep on treating him like trash like you're doing. It can happen. I love you. Be well.
When a woman is done with you, she will always leave in peace. When a woman fights with you, however, she is probably going to stay and try to work things out with you. Because women, when we fight, it's because we care. But when we stop fighting, it's because we stop caring. And when we stop caring, we walk away. That's why when a woman is truly done with you, she will literally take her things, pack everything up, mourn the relationship, and then walk out the door and never, ever look back.
Let's not pretend this is
something that's only unique to women.
This little dance goes both ways,
This literally
folks.
goes both
Absolutely.
ways. It's something that's embedded, in both men and women. The difference
here's the
is,
kicker.
once she leaves,
decides to leave,
she will already
guess
be
what?
in the arms
She's
of
often
another
already
man
in
that
the
was
arms of
there
another
while
man.
y'all was
Oh,
together.
you know it's Samuel.
And that's her backup.
That guy was probably lurking
You
in the
just
background
never
while you
knew
two were
about
together.
him. This
The classic
isn't something
backup
that's only
And
unique
you,
to
my
women.
friend, were none the
This
wiser.
literally
You
goes
thought
both
everything
ways.
was peachy.
It's something
Right?
that's embedded
It's like
in
being
both
on a stage
men
with a
and
secret
women.
understudy ready to
The
step in.
difference is,
You thought you
once
were the
she
lead,
leaves, she
but there's
will
always
already
that
be
one
in the
guy ready
arms
for
of
a
another
plot
man
twist.
that was there
It's wild how
while
some
y'all
people
was
juggle
together.
relationships like it's
And
a game
that's
of
her
hot
backup.
potato.
This is for all my single friends over 50. Why do you think it's so difficult to find companionship at our age? It's tough. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult to ever find someone just to share the simple pleasures of life. But man, it's crazy out there. Whether you use a dating app, I know meeting someone through another friend, that doesn't always end up too good when it doesn't work out. I don't know. Maybe we've got to figure this code out. Are we wanting too much? Are we expecting too much? I know that I'm not. I mean, at this time in our lives, most of us have our own dwellings, jobs. Obviously, we're supporting ourselves. We took all the filling out of the pie. So it should just be fun, companionship, laughter, and yet it's stupid how difficult it is. So if you break the code and you want to share it with me, I'd love to know what it is. Time is ticking.
Let's get real for a second. By the time you hit 50, the amount of baggage can be, well, overwhelming.
Oh, for sure. Life happens and we all accumulate our fair share. But there's a tipping point, right?
Exactly. It's like carrying a suitcase that's bursting at the seams. At some point, men are like, nah, I'm not signing up for this.
Right? It's not just emotional baggage we're talking about. We've got past relationships, divorces, kids, financial messes. It's like a reality show waiting to happen.
And let's not forget those deeply ingrained habits and unresolved traumas. It's like walking into a minefield.
For a guy stepping into that situation, it can feel like he's trading in peace and simplicity for a drama-filled soap opera.
I mean, who wants to inherit someone else's history? You want to share a life, grow through challenges, not manage someone else's baggage like it's a part-time job.
So let's talk about this dating in your 40s game. How many of you guys out there are 40 and over and back into the dating game, either never being married or after divorce or a long relationship? It's a whole new ball game. I know for me, after being married for a while and back in the dating game, what do you guys experience? I've had some crazy ones. I could write a book about my dates. Crazy ones. What do you guys got?
I am done. Finished finito with American men. No, because tell me why that men here can't plan for shit. Even when they ask you out, they still expect you to plan your own date. Yet I have not one, not two, 3 men that I met in France who are texting and calling me, who are making plans 3 months in advance for when I come to visit. It just It's really not that hard. I might be on the hunt for a green card this summer.
You know what's wild? When women complain about the date spot. Like, really?
Right? It's like, excuse me, but did you plan this? Or did you just show up expecting a Michelin star experience?
Exactly. You both are practically strangers. How are you supposed to know what the other person likes?
And then they act like you picked the worst place in town. It's all about communication, people.
But here's the kicker: they expect men to read minds. Pick a spot, and if I don't like it, it's the worst date ever.
Oh, please. How about you share your preferences? It's not that complicated.
And let's talk about this woman with a roster of guys. She's out here juggling multiple dudes like a circus act.
Right? And then she has the nerve to complain about the date spot? Girl, you don't get to complain while using dudes for free meals.
So I'm gonna be honest. Dating is not fun anymore. There's a whole lot of red flags in this little dating pool. And let me tell you, I am quick to delete and block. This guy, matched with him, cute, messages me, first thing, what are you doing on this dating app? You just are so blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. Didn't respond, messaged me, what do you want? I want this, just kind of like a partner, not really a relationship, but just kind of see how it goes. Also, do you have a Snap? Nobody. I do not want to be seeing some random pictures, and you know what I'm talking about. No. Red flags. There's lots of red flags out there. All I keep doing is catching red flags. I'm done catching red flags. If you can relate, put a red flag in the comments. I am done.
Guys, me and the dating department right now are struggling a lot. Sometimes I feel as though I'm the problem, but you know what? I don't think I am. I just know what I want. And it's true what they say, the older you get, the harder it is to find someone, the pickier you become. I have two issues. I either find the nice ones that are really, really nice, but they're boring and there's no connection or whatever. And then I find the ones that I'm attracted to and I like, they're okay for a week, and then their true colors come out. And then you're just like, no, you might be good looking or whatever, but it's just not going to work. And what I've realized that dating is not hard. Communicating is not hard. I don't understand why people make it so difficult at the early stages of dating. You know what I've just realized? I've realized that men are so slow when it comes to maturity. Like, they really are behind women. And I'm just dating. There's nothing wrong with dating and getting to know people. I just know that my time right now is not to be in a relationship, and that is totally fine.
All right, that's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this little dose of reality.
And hey, if we struck a chord, don't be shy, smash that like button. Show us some love.
And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join the crew.
Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. We've got even more eye-opening truths and spicy takes that'll have you questioning everything.
Oh, it's gonna get real. So stay tuned, hit the bell, and be ready for the next one. You won't want to miss it.
Until then, keep your head up, stay sharp, and don't settle for anything less than what you deserve.
See you in the next one.